Hi, one of the cool things about teaching online is that you can work from just about anywhere. Why don't you guys come inside and I'll show you my office on wheels. Welcome to my office on wheels. Last summer we actually spent 2 months crossing the country, going from Southern California to Atlanta and driving all over the place in this behemoth. And it was interesting to try to work someplace else. Online teaching is not always easier, but it is more convenient. You can pick it up and go with you. I've got a nice little hotspot thing that we subscribe to, and it has pretty good connection. It lets me connect almost anywhere. So as you saw last week, I live in the desert, but about 20 minutes up from my house there is an alpine ecosystem. And so it's nice just to drive up here sometime and have a change of scenery to work with. So let's just take a few minutes and go over what we talked about last week and talk about what we're going to learn about this week.
We've just entered the second week of our course, and you've been a great group so far. You've posted your introductions to our first meet and greet forum. We've met colleagues from all over the state from a variety of disciplines, and we've met some new colleagues and seen some familiar faces from our colleges as well. You also completed your welcome letters, which is a super start to building your own classes. If you have a course shell, sandbox, or development site at your college, I encourage you to post your letters to your course right away, so you will have them for future use. This week, start off by reading the weekly summary. You might even want to print it out as a checklist of things to do for the week. I know that helps me stay on track. We are going to continue addressing our students and making things very clear for them. We're going to write course policies this week, and I urge you to pay special attention to your contact policy. I like to be a very connected professor, and I give my students lots of ways to get a hold of me, especially online students. I use email and chat and Twitter and Facebook, all kinds of tools. I even use the telephone, and you have to make sure that you're clear on that. One semester I had a student call me at midnight to check on a test she had just submitted. Make sure you set reasonable expectations for communication, or you might get an unexpected call in the middle of the night. Let the students know a time frame to expect a response from you. Realistically, I usually respond to emails as soon as they come in, so it can be as quick as a few minutes to a few hours. But in my course policies, I tell them 24 to 48 hours, so that way, if I don't happen to get to them right away, they're not upset if something comes up. Your next project will be designing your course roadmap. As the designer, the course map is an important tool for helping you determine what content you will cover, and it will help you plan what subtopics you will address. As we map, we'll focus on course learning objectives. These objectives are very specific, and they are tied to Bloom's taxonomy. One thing I strongly encourage you to do is to pay close attention to the verbs you choose when writing and revising your objectives. Verbs like know, understand, or be familiar with are very hard to measure, which makes accurate assessment difficult. When we ask our students, do you understand? Chances are the response will be, uh-huh. Instead, let's see if we can come up with activities for our students to do, create, or demonstrate using active verbs that are closely tied to the actual work we expect our students to do with knowledge from our class. For instance, take a look at this chart that was created by a middle school science teacher. At each level of the taxonomy, the teacher has thought carefully about what skills are needed and how student learning will be assessed. And since we're entering a whole new world of assessment options and opportunities, there are even some iterations of Bloom's taxonomy that allow you to rethink the digital tools you can use, such as this icon-based taxonomy developed by Samantha Petting, or this pedagogy wheel developed by Alan Carrington. I encourage you to think through your work the students will be doing and to think creatively about the digital possibilities for the work. Choose verbs for the learning objectives that make sense for your discipline. You might even want to develop a pedagogy wheel of your own. Just a quick note. We have a great group of peers in this class, and a few of you even have some extensive knowledge of online teaching, which creates an opportunity for diverse perspectives and insights. If you have 5 or more years of online teaching experience, please feel free to reach out and help your peers who are new to online teaching. And if you are new to online teaching, I strongly encourage you to post your questions to the Q&A forum in the first block of our course. Your questions and perspectives are truly invaluable to this course, and that will help us respond to you as quickly as possible.
Okay, you have a lot to do this week. There's lots of interesting things to read about and try out, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you come up with as you go through the assignments this week. Don't forget, send me a message if you have any questions, and if you get a chance, try to go outside, at least for a little while this week.